ahead.
Let us begin. Dear family and friends, we are gathered here today to celebrate the marriage of Joshua and Kaylin. Since time immemorial, people have performed ceremonies to mark a transition, a change of status. Today we gather for the happiest of ceremonies, the change of status from single individuals to a married couple. Traditionally, that change is indicated by passing the bride's hand from her family to her husband-to-be. Who brings this bride to be married today? Today is the day that Joshua and Kaylin will formally and publicly make their promises to one another. Although this is indeed a high point, marriage is a journey, not a destination. Marriage is more than one single event or promise. It is a series of decisions that have been made and will continue to be made over and over again every day that shows each of their care and concern for the one who they love most in the world. Marriage is a promise that is renewed daily through the couple's actions and responsibility taken on in the spirit of faith, hope, and love that brings comfort in times of sadness and heightens our greatest joys. Joshua and Kaylin, may the promises you make this day live always in your hearts and in your home, so that all which you share now deepen and grow through the years, leading you through a lifetime of happiness. A wedding is more than a celebration of love, which lives in our bride and groom's hearts today. It reaches into the future and proclaims their intentions for that which tomorrow shall hold. A couple who wed are joined not only by the mutual affection and love they share, but also by their hopes, dreams, and by their promises of what will be. The promises and vows they make this day shall guide them into their common future. I will ask you now if you are prepared to make these promises. Kaylin would like to say something to her groom, Joshua.
Take your glasses off.
Josh, if you were to tell me 6 years ago that you would be the one I would marry, I would look at you like you were crazy. I never would have thought that you would become such a big part of my life. But as I'm standing here today, there is no one else that I could ever imagine or want to stand in front of me. I remember when we were freshmen in college, I was heading to class, you were going to golf practice. You ended up following me to the main campus when you needed to be going in the opposite direction, and you ended up being late. I remember our late night walks through the sculpture park, watching the koi fish in the pond, and our first kiss under the stars, under Paul Bunyan. I remember our year apart and how hard it was to be away from you. And now we are here on our wedding day, starting our story of forever. I promise to always be there for you when you're happy, sad, anxious, even when you are being annoyingly goofy through the good times and the bad. I promise to make you laugh and smile, especially when you don't want to. I promise to be kind and honest, but also the most annoying person in your life.
Successful.
I promise to be the best friend and wife you can ask for. I promise to love you with all my heart and soul, to the moon and back, to infinity and beyond, and any other cliches I'm missing, forever and always.
Kaylin, have you come here today of your own free will to take Joshua to be your husband, that you may live together as equal partners, having sharing all that life has to offer?
I have.
Will you love him, comfort him, honor and keep him all the days of your life?
I will.
Joshua, do you have something you would like to say to your bride?
Sure. When I came to Chicago the first time, I didn't come here necessarily to find someone to be with forever. I planned to come here to go to school, play some golf, then leave. Little did I know I would do almost none of that and instead only find someone to be with forever. Getting to know you was rather fun, and then on a whim, I asked you out, and for some reason, you said yes. As the school year continued, we got closer and closer, and right as we got used to being together every day, I moved away. It was hard, and we didn't get to see each other as much as we wanted. You flew to see me twice, and eventually we had the idea of maybe we could be together forever. After asking everyone that we needed to ask, I left North Carolina, moved back to Chicago to live with you. From there, that's it. We adopted our first and second kitty together. We bought a house together. We have started a life together, and now here we are, continuing to live and grow that life together. And to do that, I vowed to make time for you and only you whenever you need it, no matter what is going on in our lives. I vowed to calmly communicate and figure things out, rather than assume and get loud no matter how I feel at the moment. I have vowed to be patient and help make decisions about how we want to shape our lives rather than putting it all on you or all on myself, sharing that burden together, especially with dinner. I vow to always greet and love you first when I come through the door before any of the cats. I have vowed to love you and only you until the day we die. I say we because if you die first, I don't know who's going to feed me. I love you with all my heart, and no matter what happens, no one can come between us. Nothing can tear us apart. I love you.
Joshua, have you come here today of your own free will to take Kaylin to be your wife, that you may live together as equal partners, sharing all that life has to offer?
I have.
Will you love her, comfort her, honor, and keep her all the days of her life?
Yes.
Today is the public affirmation and acknowledgement of all that you are to each other. Seemingly, your relationship will be as it has always been, yet there is a power in the spoken word. May that power bring you all the warmth and closeness, security, comfort, joy, and happiness that this world has to offer. Traditionally, the passage to the status of husband and wife is marked by the exchange of rings. These rings are a symbol of the unbroken circle of love. Love freely given has no beginning and no end, no giver and no receiver, for each is the giver and each is the receiver. May these rings always remind you of the vows you have taken. May I please have the rings?
Thank you.
Joshua, do you take Kaylin to be your lawfully wedded wife?
I do.
Do you vow to love her and care for her for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Do you accept her with all of her faults and strengths and offer yourself to her with all of your own faults and strengths?
I do.
Do you promise to be a faithful and loving companion and to always put the promises you make this day above all else?
I do.
Will you now place the ring on your beloved's finger and repeat after me? I, Joshua, take you, Kaylin, to be my wife.
I, Joshua, take you, Kaylin, to be my wife.
I will love and honor you,
I will love and honor you,
respect and cherish you
respect and cherish you
all the days of my life.
all the days of my life.
Kaylin, do you take Joshua to be your lawfully wedded husband?
I do.
Do you vow to love him and care for him for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Do you accept him with all of his faults and strengths and offer yourself to Him with all of your own faults and strengths?
I do.
Do you promise to be a faithful and loving companion and to always put the promises you make this day above all else?
I do.
Will you now place the ring on your beloved's finger and repeat after me? I, Kaylin, take you, Joshua,
I, Kaylin, take you, Joshua,
to be my husband.
to be my husband.
I will love and honor you,
I will love and honor you,
respect and cherish you
respect and cherish you
all the days of my life.
all the days of my life.
You have declared before all of us that you will live together in marriage. You have made special promises to each other, which have been symbolized by the joining of hands, taking of the vows, and giving and receiving of 2 rings. By the authority vested in me and by the state of Indiana, I now pronounce you husband and wife. With abiding confidence and affection, we send you forth on your journey of life together. May you be filled with thanks and wonder, humor and fun, hope and perseverance, so that you may grow in wisdom and in grace. Ladies and gentlemen, friends, family, and loved ones, it is with great pleasure that I now introduce to you for the first time Mr. and Mrs. Joshua and Kaylin Janik. Now you may kiss the bride.
That was at the end.
Only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you? Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things were meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, 'cause I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things were meant to be.